What it do, guys? Manjoume here, and today we're going to be checking out the Cryptozoic Entertainment DC deck building game crossover pack 2 Arrow, the television series. Looking at the front, you have Arrow. The side, you just get what you'd pretty much expect. Same thing on the other side. On the back, we have a little more. Add the Arrow crossover pack to any DC Comics deck building game to play as characters from the hit DC Comics / CW television series Arrow. 5 all-new playable superheroes: Oliver Queen, Roy Harper, Felicity Smoke, John Diggle, and Sarah Lance. All-new supervillain equipment, hero, villain, location, and superpower cards. Content: 5 oversized superhero cards, 22 game cards, and rules. A copy of any DC deck building game is required to play. Because this is just like a small expansion, you can't even really play the game with just this. This is not nearly enough. I think the main deck is like 100, more than 100 cards, so you'd be pretty hard pressed to actually play a game with just this. So this package is a lot smaller than I expected. I thought there'd even be, okay, I was gonna say there's no like rule sheet or anything that comes with this. I made just a small cut in this so I can get to them. That's better. So we have the DC deck building game Arrow crossover pack 2. Pretty much shows you what we already knew, but it's kind of cool that it has its own card list and card specification, so that'll be cool to just kind of hang on to. You have Oliver Queen. At the start of each of your turns, you may discard a card from your hand. If it's an equipment, you may put it under your superhero. If it's not, put a random card from under your superhero into your hand. So I guess he's all about putting stuff under there and then getting it back later. So that's kind of cool. Roy Harper. During each of your turns, you may put a superpower from the lineup under your superhero. At the start of each of your turns, if there are 4 more cards under your hero plus 2 power, plus you must destroy 4 cards under your hero. I mean, as long as you have superpowers, I guess that's just free, and eventually just a +2. That +2 doesn't really accumulate, I think, fast enough. Not too sure about that one. The first one seems like it could be fun. Felicity Smoke. If you play 2 or more heroes during your turn, you may put the top card of the main deck under your superhero or put a card from under your superhero into your hand. That sounds pretty doable and could be pretty fun. John Diggle. When you use a defense to avoid an attack, you may put that card under your superhero. Once during each of your turns, you may put a defense card from under your superhero on top of your deck. I mean, if you have the defense, could be good. I think Felicity is still probably the best so far. Sarah Lance. When you buy or gain a villain from the lineup, you may put it under your superhero. Once during each of your turns, you may put a villain from under your superhero on the bottom of your deck. I mean, there are places where this could work out, but I think honestly the best one is going to be her, and I'll probably just play this to have like a game based on the TV show with him as the lead. It's always surprising. Usually you get big old stacks of this, but not for this guy. Okay, this one actually opens really nicely. So some of the starters, or not starters, but big expansions weren't so good. Explosive Arrow. You know what? I like it. Arrow's Bow. Collapsible Staff. No, I guess that was it. Laurel Lance. Mora Queen. Shadow. Detective Lance. Location, you got the Verdant. Didn't they do the like that? Or am I crazy? Oh, we only have the one location. Fair enough. Small expansion. Superpower, Promise to a Friend. Oh, ongoing. Wow, okay. +1 power, plus you may not destroy cards during your turn. Okay. Mirakuru. Interesting name. You have failed this city. Now that's pretty cool. Oh, now we get to the villains. Mr. Blank, Huntress, Bronze Tiger, For the supervillains, we have Edward Fires, China White, Deadshot, Count Vertigo, Malcolm Merlin, Brother Blood, who looks like Scarecrow, Isabel Rochav, and Slade Wilson. Now he is a powerful foe. Wow, it actually literally ramped up from 8. It literally ramps up from 8 to 15. But I don't know. Either way, guys, that's it for the Arrow crossover Pack 2 for the DC deck building game. Stay tuned to see a couple games based on the TV series. If you want to stay up to date on my videos and live streams on both YouTube and Twitch, check out links in the description below. Like, comment, subscribe, and consider joining. That's all for now, guys. Manjoume out.